Hi team, welcome to Cloud Pandit in this Microsoft Fabric Master Program. So in today's session, we will talk about delete 0 byte sensor files from the Lakehouse storage. So what happens is in real time, we have some sensor sources which keep sending the files every hour. So there are total some 6 sensors which are going to generate a separate sensor files. So out of these sensors, some of the sensors will not send any data as well, because if there is no changes with respect to the previous measures, then these sensors are not going to send any data to the file, but a file is going to be created. So what I want to do, I want to identify such type of 0 byte files, meaning empty files. I want to delete them dynamically. So how you can able to achieve that? Let's go to the lab. Okay, go to data factory. So I'll be creating a one work like Lakehouse. Go to my workspace, click on new, create a Lakehouse. This Lakehouse I'll say Cloud Pandit. Okay, source Lakehouse 001. Create it. Okay, I'm just creating the Cloud Pandit source Lakehouse 001. Within this, I'll be creating the folder structure. So folder structure, we have different folder structure. It will be something like staging slash. Okay, so sensor underscore data slash, we have year month day. For example, today data is loaded into 2024 01 slash 15. So within this, the today data will be there. Okay, so how we can able to, let's go inside this. Let's think of like this. We have today sensor files are available under 15. So I'll be just uploading the files under 15th. Upload files, browse it. You can just see I have some sensor files. Go to cloud datasets here 15. So I have some sensors, 6 sensors I have. So if you look at the today, like for at 6 o'clock, sensors has generated the files, and you can see these are 6 o'clock generated files, out of which I am seeing some of them are having data, some of them are 0 bytes, 0b, 0b, 0b. You can see, right? So such type of empty files I want to delete it. How you can delete? Tomorrow files will be there in a tomorrow folder structure. Day after tomorrow files will be there in day after tomorrow folder structure. So for that, let's go to my workspace. Click on the data pipeline. So I'll be creating a PL for okay, delete empty sensor files. Okay, create it. So within this pipeline, so I'll be first using a get metadata activity. So let's understand where we can able to see activities here. Okay, so we need a get metadata activity. What is the need of this get metadata is to list down all the files that we have within that particular folder structure. Let's go to settings, go to workspace, select the lakehouse that we created. Within this lakehouse, we have a folder structure. Let's select the folder structure. So what is the folder structure that we created, Tim? So the folder structure that we created is staging. Under staging, we have sensors underscore data folder. Let's select that as well. So under sensors underscore data folder, so we have year, month, day folder. So what happens is that year, month, day folder structure, you are not supposed to hard code it, because today it will be like this, tomorrow it will change. That's why click add dynamic content. So I need to use a dynamic formula here to concat this particular folder structure, comma, format date time is a function that I'll be using. I am generating the current time. So from this current date and time, I am taking a date in this format yy/mm/dd, so that today date it will come dynamically. So what happens is the YY means, for example, today it will generate a 2024-01, and today is basically 15. So 15 it will give. Okay. So from that particular folder, whatever files are there, all those files I want to take here. In this field list, you need to ask for the child items. What you need to ask? You need to ask for the child items here, so that it will give you all the files that we have under that particular day folder. Today, whatever sensor files we got, all those files will have it. Okay. So once this is done, now you can just go to home, can save this particular get metadata activity. We can run this particular get metadata activity to see what is the output of this get metadata activity. So this get metadata output is going to be like it is directly fetch all the files. Okay, all the files that we have under that year month day folder, it is going to fetch it. So tomorrow when you run this get metadata, tomorrow within a tomorrow folder, whatever files are there, those files it will fetch it. You can able to see in the output under child items, you are getting a sensor 1.csv, 2.csv, 3.csv, 4.csv, 5.csv, 6.csv, like this. Okay, so in order to get this, so take this particular file. Okay, you can just open online notepad. Okay, online notepad. Okay, I'll just open one online notepad. Within the online notepad, what I'll do, I'll just keep this one. Okay, let it be. So if you see this child items, if you see this child item, this is the output. Okay, on the output you have this child items. This output is from get metadata, so you need to create a dynamic formula like at the rate activity of get metadata 1 dot output to dot child items in order to get all these items. Okay, so I need to pass this particular output to the for each activity so that we can able to iterate through this. So if you see here, we have a for each activity here. Okay, just click on this. So I want to pass this particular get metadata output to the for each activity. So within this for each activity, I want to run in sequential. If you want to run in parallel, you can just leave it. Everything will run in parallel. I want to run in parallel. Add dynamic content. I want to pass the output of the get metadata activity. You can just choose it here. Automatically, it will give you formula of activity of get metadata one dot output dot child items. So we got all these particular items. Okay, so all these items we got it into the for each. Now for each will give these items one by one. So for each is going to give the items one by one. So those items again I want to pass it into the another get metadata activity. Okay, let's go to workspace. Choose this Lakehouse. This is the Cloud Pandit source Lakehouse. What you can do, choose the files. Here you can put the same formula that you have used in this particular get metadata activity. So because to select the folder structure, you can just copy this particular formula. Same formula you can go inside for each. Okay, now you can just put that formula here. Along with this, we are also going to do something extra here is file name we need to pass it here. Add dynamic content directly item dot name. It is not like Azure Data Factory or Synapse. It is little different. Directly you can pass the item dot name to the this particular data source. Now item dot name means what? From this particular item, when you ask item dot name, it will give you file name. So for that particular file, what is the size of that file? I want to know. Click new. Here you can just ask for the size. You can see size. Okay, you will get the size. Okay, so let's say if I get a size, let's see what it will return. Okay, save this, changes. Now you can run it. Now you can see what is going to happen when you run till here. Okay, let's wait. Okay, let's refresh this now. So still get metadata is queued. Just wait for a few more. Yeah, now it is in progress. Let's see. It is little slow for some reason. Let's wait for some more. Okay, now we can see just get metadata just succeeded. We can see the output, whatever is expected. All the 6 sensor files we have, meaning 6 items we have. The 6 items we just have given to the for each. You can see for each has received how many items. For each has received the item count is 6. So as we are running in parallel, so all the 6 get metadata activities are running to find the size of file. If you see it is succeeded, the output if you see it is saying the size is 289 KB. Okay, similarly if you see other one which is succeeded here, it is saying 92 KB. Okay, 92 KB. I think it is not a KB, it is just a bytes. We can just go to the source and we can see is it a KB or bytes, just bytes. Okay, 126 bytes, 289 bytes, 92 bytes. So that is what we are seeing in the pipeline as well. So if you see here, this is a 289 bytes, and if you just click on this, you can see this is a size is 0 bytes. So how we can able to identify these things based on this? Okay, So you can just refresh once again to see whether all get metadata activities are succeeded. Yes, most of them are succeeded. If you see here, this is 126 bytes. Okay, and this is 92 bytes, and remaining, as we know, which are basically 0 bytes. So let's wait for a second again. You can see here which is also succeeded this one. So if you see this is again 0 bytes. So this is the activity output of what? This is output of get metadata to activity. So now in order to take the size, you need to use get metadata activity dot output dot size. Okay, let's go and verify whether this particular size is 0 KB. If it is a 0 KB, we need to delete such type of files. So how to verify this condition is go to activities. You can see a activity called if condition. You can just use the if activity, pass the get metadata to output to the if activity. So if activity, we need to pass the get metadata to output size here. So how we can able to do is activity output. You can find get metadata too. If you just select the size, it will give you complete formula output dot size. So what we want the condition to be is equals to, if this size is equals to 0, then I want to make this condition as a true. Okay, if the size is equal to 0 means this condition will become a true. If it is a true means we know these are the files which are a 0 bytes. So you go to the true condition. See, we are inside the true activities. So how to go inside true? You can just click on this edit option, or you can just click against the true option here also, so that you will go inside the true activity. Here we need to use a option called delete activity. Okay, in order to delete that particular file, you can just go to source workspace. Here what I want is I want to use this particular source lakehouse. The folder path is the same path as we have used it earlier, right? Same path. The file is also same file. Whatever files are coming from the for each activity, same I want to use. Here I need to simply use item.name, so that that particular name will go here. That particular file will be deleted by delete activity. So if you want to save the logs against that particular file, you can enable it. But at this particular lab, I am not taking any logs. You can just deselect that particular option. Now what we are doing, whatever files satisfy this condition, meaning the files which are 0 bytes, those files I am passing to the delete activity to delete. If that particular file is not a 0 byte, nothing will happen, because in the false we are not doing anything. Okay, that's it team. Very simple lab. Okay, so I'm explaining once again. First get metadata to list down all the files. We are passing those list of files to the for each activity. For each is giving one by one file to the get metadata to find the size of the file. Let's say one file we will take, we will find the size of the file, and we will check whether the size is 0 KB. If it is a 0 KB, you go and delete it using this delete activity. Let's say once that is done, I'll take another file, I'll pass it to the get metadata 2. I'll take the size of the file. If the size of the file is not equal to 0 KB, I'm not doing anything, meaning that file will be available in the folder. Okay, it will be available in the folder. Now we can just validate this entire pipeline. You can see there is no errors were found. You can save these particular changes. Once you save these changes, you can start running the pipeline. Okay, let's see what will happen. So just you can let's wait for a few seconds to see the pipeline runs. Now you can see the get metadata one is in progress. Very soon it is going to be, yeah, it is succeeded. Get metadata one is succeeded, meaning it just passed all the files. Okay, it has listed down all the files, all the sensor1 to sensor6.cs, all the 6 items it has passed to the for each activity. Now what for each activity is doing, so for each, first finding the size of each file. If once we get the size of the file, it is validating with the if condition. So if condition is checking the condition. If the condition is satisfied, it is using the delete activity to delete the file. Okay, let's understand which file it is trying to delete. Okay, once this is start running, we will come to know. Just on this, refresh it. Yeah. So you can see, so here if condition is false, that's why it is, oh, sorry, it is still running. Wait. If condition is false here, that's why it is not doing anything. If condition is true here, that's why it is deleting the file. Okay. Let's refresh once again. You can see if condition is true, that's why deleting. If condition is true, deleted. If condition is true, deleted. If condition is false, that's why it is not doing anything. If condition is false, that's why it is not doing anything. So, but for one particular file, get metadata 2 itself not able to find the size still, meaning it is still in progress. Yeah. Now you can see all the 6 file sizes we got and 6 if conditions executed to check the condition. Only 3 files satisfy the condition, meaning only 3 files are having the 0 bytes. Those 3 files we have deleted using delete activity. There are 3 more files which are not satisfied the condition, meaning those are not empty files. So that's why we are not doing anything. So as the pipeline is successfully executed, we can go to the source lakehouse. We can go to here and you can see simply. So the 0 byte files are deleted. Only we have 1360. Okay. So this is how you can able to use pipeline implementation to delete the 0 byte file stream. If you have any questions or something, please put your questions in the comment box. I'll answer all of your questions. I request all of you to subscribe my YouTube channel and encourage me. Thank you.